when we say that this is like more than just like your basic sort of dumb scammer that's trying to get like, you know, a bit of free money because she pretends her grandmother is sick, this is on such a level that this literally should be something that's like an organised crime ring. If it was men doing this, we as men would be in jail. Okay, this video is about romance scams involving Western men and what they say are Ukrainian women, but you know, they could be literally from anywhere, right? So
we're not big fans of doing this because we're international matchmakers and we understand how the system works, and we find the right solution for the guys who are really serious and want to build a long-lasting relationship. Yeah. But we feel that it is very important to discuss those traits that those ladies having, because they're really putting guys on a hook. And most of the guys who are calling us, who are watching our videos, not most of the guys, but some of the guys who watch our videos and give us a consultation call, they are really concerned about that. They have their fears, but they don't want to believe in that because everything seems so real and everything seems so good.
Yeah, and I want you to not think, at the moment, we are not talking about these letter writing scam websites, okay? Because that's not where they're coming from, which may be surprising to some of you guys out there. The guys, so about maybe 70-80% of the guys that are calling us have gone and Googled something because something doesn't feel right. They have found our videos and then they've booked a call with us, and they don't even know anything about dating Ukrainian women. They don't know anything about letter writing. They have no idea whatsoever. These women reached out to him mainly on dating apps, but also WhatsApp, and even I've heard of like emails. Guys getting I just got an email, which I don't who's falling for that? So we're going to talk about it today, about some of the psychology that goes into it. And you may think, who cares about psychology with dumb scammers? But they're using some very manipulative tactics, and men just don't see it coming. You know, who they are targeting. They have a playbook, basically. We're not going to speak too much about it, but there's basically education for these women doing this.
A couple of months ago,
I call it the snake pit.
A couple of months ago, we've been really talking about it, and we thought that it's a joke. We were joking about this guide, and then apparently like a month ago, I found it. We're not going to speak a lot about that, but I was really shocked. By working so many years, I thought that I know everything, but apparently there's new strategies, new tactics, and it's really making me very, very upset and very, very sick. But I guess that guys are really falling for that. And like, if you know that, you can't be scammed. But some guys, they just like love the idea that a very young lady pursue him, reach out to him, and start fuck his brain, basically. Like, I have no other description to that.
The common thing that we hear is that for these guys, and they can be anywhere, in Europe, in America, in Canada, they could be absolutely anywhere, and they're using a dating app, and a woman matches with them, and she's, I don't think really age is a big deal here. They seem to sort of, it doesn't seem to be massive age gaps. Not really, does it?
It's different, but most of the time it's like... It's
because younger guys getting smashed on this. A lot of younger guys.
Yes, but like the guy who called us, like the very, very old guy, I mean, much older guy, much older gentleman, and the lady is like she's doing that for 5 years with him. So basically, what's happening? The guy get a message from the lady anywhere, it doesn't matter. And the lady really, like, they've been learned how to manipulate your emotions. And they build this emotional connection very, very fast, much faster that you would get connected with any real woman, no matter what age. Because if it would be real, like, the lady would not call you from the very first messages like, oh, like, honey, my darling, my baby, you're my Superman, I love you, love of my life, you know, and etc. And these guys, because they're not used to that, they absolutely admire that. They already on a hook. They're not just like a little bit, they are inside out, you know, on a hook by these words. You agree?
Yeah. The guys that get caught with this, that we speak to, they say, I wasn't even looking at like dating a Ukrainian woman or whatever, or a Russian woman. It wasn't even in my mind. I didn't even think about that. It just came to me. That's the most dangerous part right there, because then what happens is you have no idea about anything, the cultural differences. You have no idea of how she's going to even move to you, even though she's probably telling you she already has a visa and she's already on her way there or whatever it is. And so they always say that. They always say, well, I wasn't even looking for that. But if a beautiful woman comes and starts speaking to you, whether it's in real life or not, and if she has not good intentions, all of a sudden as a man we shift. Oh, wow, this just fell into my lap. How easy was this? I didn't have to do anything, and she really, really likes me. You know, and so the snake pit, as I call it, they have a very, very strong strategy, right? And it's a very strong community of, what do you think, tens of thousands of women doing this?
No, they're growing.
Yeah, and they have everything. They know what to say. They basically cut and paste. It's like, as if imagine being in a business community and you're learning about marketing, you're learning about where to acquire customers from, how to do branding, how to do everything. Imagine that, but for scamming. And so, and it's, that's all we'll say about that part.
Yeah, so they like basically what they do is that they are like the main lady, they teach how to be like super polite, read certain books, discuss certain like type of topics. So you have a full feeling that the lady is extremely intelligent, that she's very, very like she's very
charity,
like she do charity, she helps a lot, and also that she is very like vulnerable because she starts sharing with you some stories that you think that this is really like emotional connection that you never had before. And that is like when you losing control on yourself, because the guys usually say, but she's not asking for anything. I sent her $5,000 just because like I wanted to help, like, but she didn't ask for that. Like, trust me, you know, gypsies, like in Ukraine it's different. I think gypsies, like it's people who like talk to you and like all of a sudden you start taking money out of the pockets, you know, like they also not asking for that, like you're just giving it. And so you need to think that, okay, what is she doing? She is making you feel guilty because she already like so vulnerable, little pretty flower that you want to take care of her. And as a man, it's normal feeling. It's like she building up in you something that was sleeping, because maybe on the West, like your ex-wife, she was possessive, she was bossy, she was career oriented, and you not felt it when somebody actually look at you as a man. And so this lady starts saying that, you know, she has problem with this and problem with that, and the boss, usually boss, is so cruel to her, and she's like, she doesn't know, she has nobody to protect. There's no father died on a war, like she has nobody to protect, and she making you feel very, 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 very sorry for her. That is trick number one. After they make you feel sorry, like, and you send some money, in some time they may even ask for more because they feel that you can, or they will start playing with their stories. And the only one time when you will tell her that I'm not gonna do it, or I won't send you money, or like, or you will ignore, she will start manipulate even more. It will be like a bigger wave. She will start, if she not get it like the easy way, she will start blaming you. She will start blaming you that you're not enough of a man. Like this phrase came exactly from here. You're not enough of a man. Yeah. You know, for me, you're not strong man. She will make you feel guilty. And you, as a man, you will want to prove her wrong. You will say, no, I am a man. I will do it. Like it's okay. I will send it. I will not eat. I will starve, but I will send you money. And so they really, really very manipulative in a way of how they make you feel high. And you love this feeling, and when you understand that you may lose it, you're ready to do anything to keep that feeling that she's like so much, you know, cherish you.
They use this trick, right? They don't call it this, but this is what it is. It's called labeling. So if you label somebody with something, they're more likely to fulfill that when you ask them to do something. So, for example, if I was to say to Luba, you are the greatest cook in the world. You're the best cook that I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I just think that the cooking that you do is absolutely the best. And then I say to Luba, you know, you should cook something tonight. What's your favorite thing? You'll say, yeah, I will do that because I am the best cook in the world. And he thinks that I'm that, so I can't let him down. So this is what these, you know, manipulative women will do, is they'll label the man as like, you are my man. You will always be there for me. I can always count on you. You will never let me down. So they label him to a position where he now has to fulfill that, and then they'll drip feed. There are certain types of men that are better targets, and they know this. One is... if you grew up without a mother, and this is all stated, right? It's all part of the playbook. If you grew up without a mother, you are an easy target, really easy. Or if you've been like screwed over, so they know that in the West men get screwed over by the court systems and Western women and all that sort of stuff. They understand that and they press on those points as well. When we say that this is like more than just like your basic sort of dumb scammer that's trying to get like, you know, a bit of free money because she pretends her grandmother is sick, this is on such a level that this literally should be something that's like an organized crime ring. If it was men doing this, we would be we as men would be in jail. So what we're saying is that it's pretty wild out there, and you know, every man thinks that it can't be me because like she's never asked me for anything. Every man that is going through this will at some point start to question it, but then he'll pull himself back in because she'll make sure that he just stops questioning it. My love, how could you ever say that about me? I'm always here for you. You are my strong man. And he'll go, yeah, that's right. I'm telling you right now, Ukrainian women absolutely will never ever speak to a man that way. Even if you're madly in love, she will never.
Super sweet, like this super overly like sweet, like my darling, you're my man, you're my Superman. Especially you will notice that once you send money, that the level of this like my sweetheart and etc. will just like it will just blow.
So while I was editing this video, I received this message, which is a response from a snake pit scammer. And it's basically a gentleman realized what was going on and he called her out on being a scammer. Now she's tried to wind him back in one more time. Luckily it didn't work, but I want you to pause the video and have a look at the words and the way that they phrase the response in here, and just try to understand how ridiculous they think men are in the West. And the sad thing is that, you know, men are actually falling for this. Look how overly expressive and emotional the message is and how manipulative it is. Pause it, have a look, see what you think.
But, and then you will want it more because it becomes like a drug. Because it's something that is very nice, it's very pleasant,
absolutely,
but you're not getting it anywhere else. Gentlemen, just wanted to invite you to our free Telegram community where you can get in touch with me and Striker directly, talk to our other subscribers, discussing some questions, having like a little community that we built where we share some interesting videos from daily life, some updates about the clients, about their trips, and answering all of your questions. So join the link down below and we see you there. So and no matter that she didn't ask you for money, but she will be this little girl that you will really like, this poor little dog on the street that you will want to feed, and you will think that you can help her and rescue her. If you want to be light, and if you want to just like, are you okay with that? Just go ahead. But I don't think it's normal. Like I feel so bad because the ladies coming with such an excuses that guys, especially using the situation with the war, you know, they say that, you know, somebody will killed or somebody will called to the army or she needs that or she needs that. And like she never asked because like, you know, you're just like the greatest man on the planet and she doesn't want to ask anything, but you will feel that you want to do it. So stop doing that because like it's fake basically. If you talk to the lady and you met her and you like, if you're in a relationship with her, of course life is unpredictable. That's why I'm a little bit always worried to do these videos, because I don't want you to stop believing in real love, in real relationship, and stop believing that this actually happened and think that all of the ladies like that. There are
scammers everywhere. I was watching a video yesterday about, and the title was "I Lost My Inheritance to OnlyFans," and so it was an interview with a guy, and I thought it was quite interesting. And they were talking. He was talking about how these girls. He was giving money to these adult, actresses or whatever on OnlyFans, and he blew like his whole life's inheritance on it. And he realized afterwards that he couldn't have really been writing to these girls, because how could they be taking all that time out? These models that have got like hundreds of thousands of followers or whatever, to talk to him so that he can send us $40 every week or $50 every week or whatever it was. And he said, I realized that it must be other people writing. And it is other people writing. And I think I mentioned in another video that I met a guy when I was on a plane recently, and he was running an agency for OnlyFans girls, and he has a team of people that do all the messaging. So you may not even be really messaging that girl, right? You may only just have a video call with her if she's been called up, but it may just be a team just running the scam, messaging guys from the West, because easy targets, right? And they are easy targets. It's the saddest thing about it. If a beautiful woman messages you on Tinder and you're getting no matches, and you get this beautiful bombshell, and then she wants to take you from Tinder straight away over to WhatsApp, and she's telling you that she's going to come and visit you, and that she's looking for a man and age isn't a problem, blah, 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 all of the same stuff we've spoken about in other videos. Ask yourself, is this likely to be real? Is it likely to be real, or is it more likely not to be real now that you have watched this video here? Because, unfortunately, and you may think, well, what's the chances of it hitting me, of one of those hitting me? So there's maybe 20,000 in the group, right? 20,000, there's got to be more, right? Sending 80 to 120 messages per day. Think about how many messages. That's part of the I don't know, the strategy, I guess. So it's just a job. It's just a job. And when guys are sending money, like, it's not going to help her to get new braces in her teeth. It's getting posted into this community where they're all seeing who can make the most money from whoever from whatever guy. And they share your contact details
Yeah, I
as
just
well.
want to say they also share, like if
So
the
they
guy
can
is
all-
like very generous, then they posting and they say, okay, you can contact him as well. And
One of the saddest things that I saw, that Luba told me about, what that she saw in the group was that there was a woman that was actually starting to catch feelings for a guy, right? And she was saying, I'm actually starting to like this guy. And in the group, they were saying, this is not part of the rules, stick to the strategy. But this lady was like, I kind of like him. So honestly, the shit that's going on out there is absolutely nuts. There's scams everywhere in the world, right? This is just another one of them. And for some reason, the guy's getting scammed, they find us and they talk to us and we tell them what's going on. We tell them a little bit more detail and how it all operates. We're trying to keep it a bit low key on here. We don't want to attract
But
too
very
much
important,
attention.
if you got in this situation, if anything, like even one thing, if it resonate with what you've been doing or what is going on with you right now, give us a call. Honestly, that would be such a beneficial, eye-opening call for you. And it's not, honestly, it's not what we like to do. And it's not what we want to do. But we understand that we can help so many guys. And we are helping them every single day. And I know it's painful. And I know that sometimes you will need to, like maybe you've been hurt before in your relationship. And now again, another thing that is hurting you. I'm telling you right now, like with all amount of couples that we have, like this year, it's only April and we already have like 2 babies born. We have 4 engagements. And you know, people are doing that. It is real. It is possible to do. It's possible to achieve. But you need to do it with either professional help or be a little bit more cautious of with whom you communicate. So we're here for you anytime. And thank you for watching.
See ya.